Hey guys, Mr. G here, collagen rehabilitation. Now, the next story I share with you guys is my first interview. I'm interviewing one of my homeless buddies I met along the way, doing what I'm doing, getting subscribers and everything. So I'm doing this story to not only show you guys a real story, but to show you guys it's not always good to judge people, because you don't know what they've been through or you don't know what they're going through, So I'm happy to present this story of Mr. Best because, hey, he's being honest, he's being truthful, and it's coming from a vulnerable spot. And that's not easy to do, I mean, he's already homeless, so to put himself in an even more vulnerable spot by showing his story, man, it takes a lot of courage. So I hope you guys enjoy what Mr. Best has to offer. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Anthony, first name.
Right.
My middle name is Dale, D-A-L-E.
Right.
And my last name is Best, B-E-S-T.
How old are you?
I will be 55 this coming Monday.
55 this coming Monday?
Yeah, which is June 20th.
And okay, so what does that make you? What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder why you're wild, man. I'm a Gemini myself.
What date?
May 25th.
Okay, my daughter was born on May 21st, 1992.
She's a Gemini?
Yeah, that's the beginning of Gemini.
Yeah, man.
And my other daughter, yeah, she likes me to call her, she's a movie star. Her name's Farouza Balk. She was Waterboy's girlfriend. And
she was a Waterboy's girlfriend?
Yeah, and Waterboy. Her first movie was Return to Oz. She played Dorothy when she was 9 years old. She shares May 21st. That's her birthday.
Okay. And what do you plan to do on your birthday, man?
What do I plan to do?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping on being able to contact my eldest brother, John, because according to our family trust, we were allowed, me and my brother, $600 a month until he turned 50, and then 1/3, and then 55, another half if you want, and then 60 the remainder. So being Monday, I'll be 55. I plan on contacting my eldest brother. Hi, John, how you doing? Hey, great. Listen, today's my 55th birthday. You know what I mean? Handle that shit within the next week.
Yeah, man.
Shoot me my half. So.
Yeah.
And make sure it's a whole half. Because 5 years ago, when I was getting my third, it's like, well, it's not really a third.
And you give me permission to put you on this camera, right?
Yes,
YouTube.
absolutely.
That's right, man. And what's up, man? How'd you find yourself here in LA?
Well, I was living out in West LA at the VA complex. And,
oh, you're a veteran?
Yes, United States Army veteran. Two
wow.
honorable discharges.
2 honorable discharges?
Yeah, one from the regular Army and one from the California National Guard.
Damn, so man, you're a veteran and you're out here on the streets,
That's
man. That
right,
shit don't make no sense.
It doesn't, but you know what? There's really nothing that I can do about that.
Well, why not, sir? Why do you think?
Well,
why do you think there's no help?
No, I didn't say that there's no help.
There is help.
There is. And help comes with waiting in line sometimes, or being told no, not today. Like, I went out there to get some help, and they gave me housing. They have like a little campsite and some tents. And the first night was fine, man. They sent me over there, great. At 8 a.m., everybody's out. I said, what do I do at 8 a.m.? Oh, come get another voucher. I said, tomorrow's Saturday. Oh. I said, well, so what do you do with all of us on the weekend? Oh, well, normally we hook them up for the weekend. I said, well, let's do that with me. Well, I said, I understand you want your home. So anyways, really, I'm thinking, I told these guys, here at my clinic here at 1701 Zonal.
Yeah, at the methadone clinic.
Yeah, at the methadone clinic, since I don't do methadone anymore, obviously.
Why'd you get off methadone?
Well, I was doing 150 milligrams a day, and I needed to go to the hospital.
Right.
My legs, and because this girl, Nicole, and I don't know her last name, doesn't matter, she had been in my house, and she's very dirty, made a big mess, got me to where I had to sign a 3-week notice to get out and move out. I was like,
oh, they kicked you out?
Well, they told me to get out, not live where I was, after I had permission to live there, because I'm very clean, right? Well, she didn't tell me that she had scabies all over her body.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're mites. It's nothing, you handle it's no biggie, until...
Yeah, but at the housing, they weren't feeling it, huh?
Well, I'm talking about at my little tent.
Oh.
I came home one night, and I came home, it was like 12:30, and there was stuff all over. And I came over there, and I see something moving around, and somebody lighting a lighter, and I said, who's in my tent? Oh, hey, Anthony, it's me, Nicole. I said, Nicole's in my tent? Yeah. I said, what are you doing in my... And people have been calling me all, and girls from there, guys, hey man, there's a girl named Nicole, we're trying to get her out of your tent, I'm like, yeah, just leave her alone. And I was like, you know what, Nicole, I want this place spotless.
Right.
You know what I mean? I came back 2 days later, it was spotless. Went in, the police said, you haven't been in 2 days. I said, okay, the girl said, oh, by the way, sign this. You made it complete. I said, I know, here, so I signed it. You got 3 weeks to move out. Well, about 3 days later, I came home, everything was gone.
And so she left?
Well, everything was gone because what I did was I called 911 about 2 in the morning. I said, this is not an emergency. I said, here's how you can help me. I'm a veteran, I'm handicapped, I was living here, I'm homeless, but somebody made a big scene. I don't want to wait 3 weeks. Could you send a trash truck out of paperwork? I came back at 6 in the morning, everything was gone.
No way.
Yeah. And I don't know if the lady from 911 did it or somebody came by and snapped her magical finger, but it got handled.
Wow.
And the people in the clinic, man, thank you. I said, nope. I said, either thank God or 911.
Hey, haha. And why do you think? Why do you think the methadone clinic didn't work for you?
Well, I didn't say that it didn't work.
No, you're trying.
I went to the hospital, okay, because I had a condition with my skin.
Right.
I had scabies all over me.
Oh,
and
wow.
I've been avoiding everybody because I'm not going to just go hang out in your car in your house.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? If you're like, why are you being so mean to me? No, stop. I said, I'm not trying to be a dick. I said, let me tell you something. Come here privately. If you go tell everybody, fine. I said, it's true. I said, I've got mites. And mites cause the human disease scabies.
Right.
They're like this. And I said, that's why.
How'd you get rid of them?
Okay, here's how you get rid of them. So go to the hospital, okay? And they will take you in. They can shower you. They mix for your hair, just lice. And then they give you a body cream. It's called Perithrin kills them, it kills their eggs, you know what I mean? Make sure you get somebody to put it on your back, you know what I mean? And then I was housed at the hospital because I have a problem with my legs and I need antibiotics, you know, and I started itching again, so I got them to give me another treatment, right? And having the memory of it makes me itch a little bit, so I gave a good check while I was sitting outside today, and I don't feel them on my skin.
But you don't have them no more, huh?
No,
Thank God, huh?
Yeah. Now,
so that was a big ordeal, huh?
Well, yeah, now I thought I had it handled at the VA the first time I went out there, right? But I didn't, you know what I mean? Because I asked, I came back and they're like, you use this whole tube, and they're like, you're supposed to use it sparingly. And I said, read what it says, you know?
Yeah.
Use, basically it says, use as you will. And I said, now, here's the problem. I can't get it on my back. Well, that's not my problem. I said, I came in for help. Let's get another prescription, the whole tube. You want the whole tube on your back? I said, listen to me. I'll do the front part. I said, you're nursing staff. Oh, I see. I said, I come over here to be a pervert.
Right.
Strip completely down. I'd like my whole body covered. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I'd like something different than this to wear.
Right.
You're like, well, we don't have clothes. I said, that's just purposeless. You know what I mean? But
how long have you been out here, sir?
On the streets? April of last year. April 16th of last year.
Yeah? And how'd you end up out here?
Okay, I had a Section 8 apartment in City Terrace for over 7 years.
No way.
Yeah.
And you were all right there?
Yeah, it was perfectly fine. I was paying $5.22 a month.
Wow.
And my landlord one time.
That's a deal.
You know, it was a Sunday. I had a couple gas. And I'm watching a movie with my friends, you know. And then I went to the restaurant. I hear all this screaming. I come out. It's my landlord and boyfriend. They're screaming. Stop screaming. What are you doing? You know, can't have all these people live here. I said, nobody lives here with me. You're charging them on rent. I said, no, we're watching a movie, Mita. You can have guests. Yes, I can. I have my Section 8 rules and laws. The very next month, which started April of the year before.
Wow.
I had my money order. I was right there. Hi. She's like, oh, hi, Anthony. How are you? And here you go. Oh, no. Oh, no, what? I don't want no money from you. I said, Anthony, this is ridiculous. You own the building. This is my agreement here.
Right.
I don't want money from you.
So you already knew something was up, huh?
Yeah, you know, and then I thought, wow. All right, so I called my Section 8 person.
Yeah, your case manager?
Yeah, and they're like, well, just send in your booklet. And I said, you know what? I don't even know what that is now, you know what I mean? And my landlord's not accepting rent. Well, come to what? That was in March of last year. April 16th this year, there's a knock at the door about 9:30 in the morning. 2 sheriffs and some guy. I know the heir to Adelita Resueta. I'm like, you're high on crack, dude. She only spoke to her daughter, and she always introduced us to us. Never a boy came around. They're like, well, we don't care. 2 minutes, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They said 2 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes. I said, hold on. And she was a nice female deputy, this nervous male. I said, listen, I've got my nephew and his wife asleep in my bedroom with their little dog Starry. And I said, I have another couple more.
You had your nephew and who?
Yeah, well, he's bigger than me, like my nephew. And I said, I have my dear friend Mark and his wife, Nina, are in the living room. You know, and they slept here last night. You know, we were
right. You're just helping out.
You know, and I was getting ready to make breakfast for everybody. You know what I mean?
That's what sucks. It's like when you try to help people out, you know,
yeah.
It comes back and bites you sometimes, man.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not mad at everybody, but
you know, hey, it's okay to be a good person and be kind, though, right?
it is. It still is. It doesn't make me want to be mean.
That's
No,
good.
It's like It's like, you know, anybody that's ever been in your home, hey, would it be all right, you know, at your convenience, maybe I could come by and take a shower? A shower? Oh, hell no. You know what I mean? Okay.
It's rough when you ain't got nowhere to take a shower, huh?
It is. You know, I don't hate on people, but I caused the situation. But it's rough when you're looking at somebody that had a key to the house. You never charge for shit. You know what I mean? And me, hey, Anthony, take a shower, of course. Anthony, can I get something to eat? Sure. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And all you're basically saying is, hey man, can I just run through your fucking, can I use the garden hose or something? Or, can I have a glass of water? No. Straight no. And it's like, okay, so you're gonna be mean to me for what purpose? Okay?
So,
one boy I know is being mean to me because I can't get it up for him. And I'm like, you're right, I can't, because I'm not interested in boys.
What? Are you serious?
This individual, and it's not really his fault, when he was very young.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his uncle used to come take him, with his information.
So is he gay or not?
No.
He just got
He's been molested and abused.
Oh.
However, he learned to find some satisfaction. A lot of men find some satisfaction with having something in the rear tickle their prostate, I think.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I've seen lots of boys with dildos or
we're out here in the streets or just in general?
Or like, be in a hotel room or something, like, hey, they pull out a big
like a party?
Cucumber,
like party. At a party?
Yeah,
a sex party or something, or what?
Whatever, it's just like, and I'm aware of it.
Or a hotel party.
Or it could be, what I'm saying is, men can get pleasure from that way.
Right.
Okay, I don't. I was raped. Okay?
You were?
I don't think I would get pleasure from it if I wasn't raped. I'm not interested in somebody throwing a hot dog down my hallway.
Right.
Even if it got me off.
You said you were raped?
Yes, I was raped.
Where?
On my 19th birthday in my unit in Germany when I got there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd been there Well, I'd been in country about a week, and I just got into that building the night before. And I went over and somebody showering. I said, I apologize. No, I said, there's plenty of room. I said, you're not offended? No. Okay, great. So I was showering. He was a big black man, you know what I mean?
No way.
Yeah, and a staff sergeant. And then I could hear somebody sing this. I want your sex. I want your... and I'm showering away. I just take
You was a staff sergeant?
Because it was a staff sergeant and a major.
Wow.
Yeah. A major's in 03. Well, a major's it's 2 down from a colonel, right? Yeah. So I was like, God damn. And then, so this other brother comes in, and while he's singing a song, he's stroking about a mile and a half a dick. Next thing you know, I'm getting came from behind, choked out. I can't fight. I probably weighed half the weight of both of them. I fought as hard as I could until I woke up handcuffed. And I don't know how much was going up one end, but it felt like I was getting about this much down my throat. I don't know how. I didn't know a human was capable of breathing with that much hot dog down my neck, so to speak.
Are you serious?
Could you open this beer?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm not going to lie about it.
They raped you like that,
Yeah.
dog? And where was this at?
In Würzburg, Germany.
No, but what were you, in the army?
I was in the army. I was in Würzburg, Germany. Would you like to sing it beer? Okay, I was in our unit.
Wow.
Yeah, and on my 19th birthday.
And you didn't report it, right?
I couldn't because I knew. They're like, go ahead, see what happens. And try to report. You're going to get in trouble.
They told you that?
Yeah, now check it out. They got my friend Private Edwards. He's from Kentucky. And he came in, can I talk to him about it? And I said, stop.
They got your friend too?
Yeah, Edwards. I said, Edwards, stop. I said, on my 19th birthday, and I'd been there a little over a year and a half. I said, Edwards, I know, man, on my 19th birthday, I'm going to do something about it. I said, Edwards, please don't, man. But within 2 weeks, Monday morning, we shipshape for Private Edwards, what is his first name, Edwards, front and center. There was CID, the Army, police, the Würzburg police, Criminal Investigations Division, another fucking investigation part, handcuffed him, took him. About 3 months later, we were doing PE, and I was getting ready to get up. All right, you're dismissed. All of a sudden, stay right there, Private Best, and then some other shit like that. Now, we got something to show you. And they dropped a clipping in front of me. It was the disposition. Private, I forget his first name, Edwards. Bad conduct discharge.
No way.
Yeah.
For reporting it?
Not, it said bad conduct discharge, whatever they're going to charge with. His sentence, life in federal penitentiary, never to parole.
What?
Yeah. They took his life away.
After they raped him?
Yeah. And then, after that, about, I don't know, an hour later, I was brushing my teeth, and here they come in the bathroom again. I turned around and I said, I'm ready now. And they said, there's no fire. What's your problem, Beth? They came up, are you all right? Do you need medical attention? Can somebody go get the medic? Because my friend Don, right? And when that person stepped out, I stepped in and said, so what do you think now? Want to go for another round? Or You gonna keep your mouth shut? We like that you kept your mouth shut. You're a good boy. And they tapped me on the shoulder and said, good, you learned. Keep your mouth shut, you won't get hurt again. They wanted someone to hurt, they found me, and they hurt me. And I'm still not prejudiced against black boys or girls. And
Wow.
I don't say that to be proud, but I sure feel good about it because that black guy across the street or his black wife didn't do it.
Right.
That's their trip. That was in 1986. And I hope they're not still alive, honestly. But what can I do? You know what I mean?
Wow, man.
Sometimes it's the flip of the coin. What decision is the best decision for me? And,
Yeah, man. And a lot of times I really feel like, people see you out here and they don't know what you've been through, man. They don't know the struggle, man.
That's true.
Yeah,
they don't know,
And if they actually talk to you, they could see like, man, we could relate a lot more than we're different,
That's true, You chose to allow me to speak to you, that afternoon in the hallway, and then I get to see you again, was it this morning, huh?
Yeah.
And fantastic. That's why I was like, what is his name,
I think it's better to build bridges, man, because when I was a kid, I used to burn bridges for fun, because I didn't care. And
that's what you knew, right?
And that's all I knew. And now that I can communicate with people, there's a great chance for me to meet people. This is my first. Yeah. This is my first interview, and it's a great interview, man. I'm glad I could do it with you, man, because you're very real, man. It's a very real story, man.
Yeah, I'm not proud about what happened to me, but I do know this. It's happened before to boys. It's happened before to girls, and I'm not happy it does. I'm glad to be alive. And gosh, I wish I could go see my buddy.
The one that's gone?
But I got a feeling he probably took his own life, what are you going to tell your parents, you know what I mean? Are they going to believe you,
Yeah.
I thought of all these things, I thought about, I got to write his parents, and I was like, no. The only person that knew besides me and him was our medic, Dawn.
He knew about it? He knew the truth?
She knew the truth because I went immediately to her as soon as they unhandcuffed me, and I could because I didn't know what was going on, if I was bleeding or, you know what I mean? And I knew I needed some medical attention. She took blood privately, got tested, and anytime...
She took blood privately?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
But, the guy...
She had to do it on the down low.
Yeah, and then 6 months later, and then, I don't have AIDS. I have no sexually transmitted diseases. I was able to be married for a while and have a normal relationship. I have a daughter who, God damn it, she's alive. Last year before
Sorry about that.
I was evicted, I know. I got a letter in the mail. Imagine this, Mr. Best. You don't know me. My name's Senator Sila. Basically a friend of your daughter Danielle, but anyway, she passed away, and we had some good services for you. And I'm sorry if I'm disturbing you, but I really don't know what to say other than this. And there was no return address, and I knew that it was true because my older brother Ronnie, I don't know how. I know that he wouldn't be able to bring that to me. He just wouldn't know how, and he wasn't coming to me. And at the same time, I have another friend, and he just spent 12 years in the SHU, and he's asked me, Anthony, would you be willing to come with me to see my daughter? You know what I mean? I'm like, yes, I would, And then this happened, and I'm upset, and he's like, what's going on? So I went to somebody else, and they said, talk to him, and I thought I was going to jinx him or something, you know what I mean? And I told him, he's like, you're not going to jinx my chance with it. And then just last week, I was talking to my brother Ronnie from my mom's side, and he's like, oh yeah, Danielle just called me, da-da-da-da. I'm like, Danielle, you got best? He's like, of course, Danielle. I was like, he's like, what's wrong with you? And he started crying, and he's all, that's why you knew it's true. He thought, because I wouldn't be able to bring it to you. He told me, he thought, there's no way I'd be able to bring that to you. He thought, I don't, not think you'd freak out. He thought, I wouldn't know how to bring that to you, you know what I mean? How could you travel from Monrovia to East LA with, such wonderful news as that?
Yeah, how do you tell your friend, right? That bad news.
Yeah, it's like, let's say,
How old was she?
Who?
Your daughter.
Well, she's still alive.
Oh, she's still alive?
Yeah,
oh, thank God.
I don't know who did that. I mean, what kind of person? I don't know who this person. what kind of person does that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same kind of person that breaks windows, you know, or same kind of person as me, you know, that throws rocks at cars when you're young. Whoever that person is, whether it's a boy or a girl, I don't hate on them, you know what I mean? Whatever reason they had, sure, it hurt my heart, it does now, but my daughter's alive, you know?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God she's alive.
Yeah, you know, she's alive, and I'm alive, and you're alive.
Does it give you hope for the future?
Yes, it does.
I'm glad it does.
Thank you, Ronaldo, because not only this helps me to say how happy I am, but I have someone I can tell, hey, my daughter's alive.
Thank God.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, man. You're welcome, man.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you could express yourself, man.
Thank you.
You know, because I know a lot of people want to hear this. A lot of people would like to hear your story, man.
You know, anybody can come talk to me. And if something has happened to you, don't be ashamed, you know. And if you can't talk to your parents because you're Latin or the culture, you know what I mean? You're welcome to talk to me. I won't say nothing. I'll listen.
You won't judge them, right?
I won't judge you, you know what I mean? I was molested when I was very, very young by my own protector, my own brother, you know? And he abused me a lot growing up. But I always forgave him because I knew something was wrong. Well, what was wrong was the father that I had promised him when he was a little boy, come here, son, when your baby brother, you know, is born, you know, we're going to do this, that, and the other. You know, got him a horse and a dog and took him fishing and gave him a dad's love that he never had in his life before. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he'd never been abused. It's just, I don't know where he came from, you know, but that's my brother Ronnie, you know what I mean? And I always do not, you know, the only thing I ever said was, I was camping with my mom and my brother Chito, and we were in Camp Land or something in San Diego. And I went to Chito because my brother Ronnie had all our friends were learning something. I was like 4.5. Like, get over and suck my dick. And well, no, I don't do that.
What?
Get over and suck my dick or I'll kill you.
What?
Yeah, in front of all, and nobody's doing nothing, you know, and I'm crying like, no, you know, don't do this. You know, and he made me
He made you do it?
He made me
In
like,
front of everybody?
Yeah, for like 10 seconds maybe or something, you know, but just...
And this is your brother?
Yeah, and nobody ever said anything to me after that. I never heard it on the street or anything, you know what I mean? But now I felt like, God damn, my only protector, you know?
No one protected you.
Yeah, but my only protector at that time, you know, my brother.
Did that to you?
Yeah, but then, you know, I have to think back. Well, what did my dad do to him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, for
That's
him to
not
do
his
that.
fault, and I don't hold it against him. I don't.
Is that why you mess around to hide the pain?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I really like to get high, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to smoke weed. I like to do a little crystal once in a while. A little heroin once in a while. You know?
Why though? Why do you think you need to get high?
To be happy a little bit, to feel a little more normal or something sometimes.
Yeah, right, to feel normal, huh?
Yeah, or to feel deserving of, just to feel deserving sometimes. Now, I can be completely without it sometimes, but sometimes it feels like for me, if I'm completely without it, people won't even give me the time of day sometimes.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Yeah, when I used to mess around, it's just being able to feel something.
Yeah, being able to feel something other than nothing or...
Yeah.
I get very, very angry, always at me. I'm never mad at somebody else. I might, for a second, cuss somebody out. You know, and then I come back and say, I'm sorry, but we understand that, you know? But they always tell me, like, we understand that because you told us ahead of time. You get mad at yourself, and I do. Sometimes I'm so mad at myself, I don't even know why. But I want to be mad at myself. And a lot of it reverts back to, you know what I mean? Why, God, I should have been taking martial arts my whole life or something, you know? I want to beat myself up over what they did, you know? And I don't know why this thing wants to see it different, I think. It wants to see a different movie. So sometimes I've even sat down and pretended that the three of us became friends and that they came to my wedding, or sometimes I'll dream, you know what I mean? And sometimes they're chasing me in a car, you know what I mean? And I can't, it's like a huge parking lot. There's no one to get away from, you know what I mean? And they're right, like just almost gonna get me, you know what I mean? It's a bumper. And then sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, you know, what if I could do something now? gosh, they probably got grandchildren and great-grandchildren, you know what I mean? And they may have never abused them. I don't want to be the person that destroyed somebody's home.
Yeah.
Or
Of course not.
Took grandpa away from, me from my grandson or granddaughter.
Of course not, man.
I think that'd be way worse than what I went through.
Of course not. You need to take.
Please, let's make it true.
Hey.
Yes.
What are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future? I am going to obtain some housing of mine if I have to rent for a little while. And I'm going to see to it that I buy a home. My mom became a real estate broker. She was working as a checker at Lucky's in San Diego. A nice man, Bert Cantwell, who had a tiny office in Las Tunas, in the city of Temple City, came with her. I think he met her at the grocery store and got my mom interested in real estate. My mom became a real estate agent, later broker. And I listened to and watched my mom teach more young couples and other couples that it is cheaper and easier to buy a home and become a homeowner than it is to rent.
Right.
If you want to rent, that's fine. But imagine this. A family paying $1,500 a month rent, just in rent alone. After 7 years, that put almost $170,000 down on somebody else's home.
You use that can to smoke some ganja.
Yeah.
That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with a little ganja.
No, not at all. You know what I mean? I smoke a little marijuana, like I say, you know what I mean?
Hey, what'd you go to prison for, if you don't mind me
Okay,
asking?
the first time I went was because I actually didn't have permission to have my friend David's truck.
No way.
Yeah, but I was never caught in the vehicle. I never had a key to it, nothing.
Right.
I'd say easily 3,000 or 4,000 feet away from the vehicle on a different street walking. And our Arcadia police pulled up and she said, "Hey, let me ask you a question." I said, "Sure." She's all, "Were you driving that orange Ram Charger over there?" And I said, "Over where?" She's pointing. I'm like, "Ma'am, I know what a Ram Charger is because my father owned one." I said, "But I can't see the one you're talking about from here." And I said, "No, I wasn't." She's like, "Okay, well, I see right here. All right, you can go." And I took a few steps and then here comes another one. I go, No, get him on the ground. Get on the ground. And it was because I was wearing a shirt that said Los Angeles on it. Well, it showed City Hall, that's all.
What did it say on it?
It didn't say anything, but it showed City Hall.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of cloudy.
So they knew it was you?
They had a description of, here's the truth of it, okay? I ducked under a tree on a street of Longley Way in Arcadia.
I hide behind a tree.
No, I ducked under a tree because it was raining like crazy and it just started again. And I had like a t-shirt and some jeans on and I had a baseball cap, and it was in May or June, so it was warm, but that particular rain was cold. And I was like, "Ooh, man, that's a cold one." And then I heard this, hey, you under so-and-so's tree. And I said, "Hello?" And then she got, "Yes, ma'am." "You get off down there." "Yes, ma'am. I just was trying to get it dry out of the rain." "I seen what you're doing, but you better just, not do that because we don't know if you're trying to steal something or whatever." And that's how much of the residential burglary that I did. There was nothing missing from the scene. No report of any violence. However...
How many years did you get?
Well, I had been to prison once already, right? And that was for having a vehicle without the owner's consent. And the judge, on this case, Judge Uranga, I think it was in Alhambra. He was from Alhambra, had moved to Pasadena. He said, "You know what, Mr. Best, I've been in the Army, Anthony Dale Best." He's like, "You go ahead and push for a not guilty on this." He's like, "When I sentence you to guilty, I'm going to give you the upper term of 7 plus a prison prior, and I'm going to even add on something for an enhancement." And even the deputy attorney's like, "Your Honor, you can't do that." And he's like, "Yeah, I couldn't under the new stipulations." I see the deputy district attorney doing this, and I said, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Stop. I would go with what he's trying to give you." What's that? He said, "Plead no contest." I said, "No, I think that's taking a pussy way." I said, "Your Honor, I'll give you a guilty right now." "Oh, you changed your story, huh?" And I said, Yeah, I remember forcing my way through the front door or whatever it was. I didn't see after that. And then this other deputy, or defense attorney, not mine, kind of stopped me in the hallway because I wasn't going into custody that day. It was to return the next day or something because I was wearing shower shoes. They wouldn't let me in. I'm like, "I'm going to jail, right?" "Well, you can't go in those shoes." I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Well, you can't be walking around the county jail like that." I said, "I'm going to get there and get stripped and they'll be taken away or they'll let me wear them." I was hoping to have my own shower shoes, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, you might be in the county jail for a long time.
Yeah, but no shower shoes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like everybody else is dirty, but I do know this.
You got to have shower shoes in the county.
Well, yeah, anywhere. I mean, not only in the county, but anywhere, I think, because it's not that people are dirty. It's just, I prefer it that way, and I have very sensitive feet. And you're right, man. Sometimes some of us,
That's so you don't get fungus either.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like I say, it might be quite a while before you're able to get some antifungal cream.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine, and especially if you're in a box.
Oh my God, you know what I mean?
Hey, what advice do you have for the kids, man?
For the kids?
Growing up, man.
Especially
in these hardcore streets.
Take your time. Always, always, always. If you have a parent figure, or your parents, go to them first with anything. You should be able to go to your parents with anything, you know what I mean? And please, don't do drugs and alcohol just because everybody else does. If you want to try, smoking some marijuana, you know what I mean? Just, talk to your parents about it, you know what I mean? You might find that one of them smoking or something, but let them know, because they're not going to lock in a closet. They're going to be like, you know what? They're going to support you, you know what I mean? And if you find that, hey, you know what? I don't really like marijuana. That's okay. You don't have to, because you live in California. It is legal. And if you try some drugs and you like it, there's nothing wrong with you. But don't make that the focal point of each and every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make sure that, get up and be happy. And remember, you have a future, and you have our future in your hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yes, I consider myself an alcoholic, because at some point I was. I smoke a little marijuana, and I do a little bit of crystal methamphetamine once in a while, and occasionally I do a little bit of heroin. But I'm not laying in the gutter. I'm not stealing from people.
Right.
And I'm paying for my own.
That's right.
And I always let people know, drugs are for recreational purposes.
Okay.
They're not for making people angry. They're not designed to make people mad. You know what I mean? To fight. To steal. There's no shame in anything you do, but please, always, always go to your parents first. And if you're in a culture where something is happening to you, like to me, and you can't, you know what I mean? Through this gentleman here, I'm sure you some information. Hey, mum's the word, man. I'm all ears, and I believe that we can relate, because through communication, we can help to not carry shame. And I want to say this. To me, it wasn't the color of the skin that mattered in my suffering, in my rape.
Right.
I'm not a prejudiced man now because of that.
Right.
And that I am proud of.
And this how you know we're really in LA.
Yeah.
This how you know we really in LA. Dead smack in the middle of LA, doing it major. The homie hitting the ganja one time. Collagen rehabilitation.
California grown.
Weed's legal in California, guys.
Besto.
Hey, yeah, weed's legal in California, guys. So
just like God gave rock and roll to you, He also sent some California kush to you. Ooh-wee.
Hey, if it puts the man in this great mood, how could it be that bad, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Hey, where can people find you at if they need a help or donate?
People can find me at, they can leave a message if they want at 1701 Zonal, Zonal Street, Los Angeles, California, 90012, I believe it is.
Yeah. And I leave a message to who?
You can leave a message for Anthony Dale Best. That's me. Yeah. And please leave that message with either a female that works there named Laura or a gentleman named Henry.
Yeah.
Okay? And I give you the clinic number right now, but I just don't know it. It is what's known as a methadone clinic. I no longer take methadone because I went to the hospital recently.
Right.
And I was on 150 milligrams a day, and I asked the doctor if I need to go to the hospital, what should I do? And he said, don't take Suboxone. So they're ready to give me. I waited about 6 days, weaned off the methadone. Methadone, thank you. I wanted to say morphine. And then I asked for the Suboxone, or a nurse said, hey man, how you doing with the cravings? And I said, he's like, man, I've been watching your nose play swing set with that snot all day. And I said, yeah, me too. And he said, let me talk to the doctor. So I tried the
Suboxone?
Yeah, Suboxone or ibuprofen or whatever that is. What, you need light or something?
No.
Oh, shit.
And what happened?
Huh?
And what happened?
And so I didn't get sick, because if you're on methadone and then you just immediately jump to Suboxone, I suppose it makes you feel sick, probably worse than craving stuff. I've never suffered this, I don't know what kind of sick, but I don't like to feel ill, you know what I mean? I don't like to feel like, ew, I feel a little creepy or something. That's better. Because I'll admit I'm a double feature creature when it comes to being that kind of creature. And I'm California originally. But I didn't get sick. And then, shucks, I was going to be living down here on San Pedro at 566.
Right.
And, after being there a couple days, and I wasn't mad at the staff. And I was like...
How was it there?
It was nice, man. They were bringing meals to me in bed, you know. And they
What is it, a shelter?
Well, it's more of a, they call it transitional living or...
Oh, okay.
But I was going to be able to get some...
So you recommend transitional living, right? If you're trying to get your life together.
Yes. If, there's always a better place, no matter what they call it. Don't take somebody else's past experience that your ears have heard to be your future experience. Experience it for yourself. I'm going to tell you, just because I chose to walk away, heck, I threw a tantrum. I wanted to go outside and have a cigarette, okay? And I don't know who screwed up. Either somebody stole my patches at the place where I was at. That's what I think happened. Because the hospital center area shut. When it came down to get my medication, the regular nurse had left. I don't know what this lady's name was, or it might have been a man, I'm going to say it. I'm like, but the individual's like, we ain't got no medication for you. And I said, listen, I know you weren't here when I was here, and perhaps, perhaps you're thinking I'm being too pushy, and I'm not. I just want you to know that I came here with nicotine patches, Suboxone, ibuprofen, and tamsulosin, which is also known as Flomax. Boys and girls, especially boys.
How do you control yourself from losing your temper?
One way is to, I love to dance, I like to listen to music, but what I do is I stay focused on, I don't know if it's a form of prayer, but, okay, I'm here for a reason.
Right.
And half that reason is because I chose to come here, and I believe the other half is because God made me born and said, let me go talk to Anthony for a minute. Where are you going to be, Anthony? Okay, this is where you're going to be? You're here. And being here, wherever that is way, way better than where am I? Or where am I going to be? Where am I going? You know what I mean? And, so if it said Weingarten Center and Steve, Steve and Dolores Dumpshit and their cousin Donna, they went there and came back and complained about it for a month. Shucks, just because you're related to them don't mean that you're going to have a bad experience. Like I'm saying, if you can get off the streets and go somewhere, go.
That's right.
Go. Give it a shot for yourself. You might find you might like it. In fact, there's several people, and some I don't know their names, and they recognize me, that I've met being homeless from before I was. And I see someone now, they're security at some of these places, or driving for a security company, or security from somewhere else, or working in a restaurant downtown, or a little store, you know what I mean? Or I see a couple I've seen as metro drivers. And I'm thinking about doing that. I just, yesterday,
it's never too late, right?
Huh?
It's never too late to do anything,
It's never too late.
Right?
It's never too late. Believe in yourself. Okay? Believe in what your teachers are teaching you at school. Believe in your friends. They believe in you. Believe in your parents if you choose, because they believe in you too.
And if you
always believe in yourself.
Yeah. And if you want to help my pal, hey, you could reach out to me also on my YouTube channel. And I'll make sure, he gets all the help he needs, whatever. Anybody willing to help out, whatever. Any help's welcome. Even if you need to have a conversation, man. My man said where to find him. You could reach out to me, man. I know where to find them too. We're all out here, man. So, we're a community, man. Just know this shows we're able to relate more, and this just shows you don't know everybody's story, man. So don't be so quick to judge all the time.
Don't cut that out so quick, too. I'd like to say something else that you might be able to help me with, America. And I don't say this to be a pervert. I am the last male of the best in my family. And I don't want it to end on my watch. Okay? And I'm not crying about it, but there's got to be a way for me to legitimately, legally have a male child. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be through sex or whatever. So, if you're aware of some parents, they need a boy adopter or whatever, you know what I mean? I have some time. I'm not dead yet, you know what I mean? I see me living in a good another 50, 60 years, but I just don't want it to happen on my watch. I mean, I can see that. Specialist 4, Air Defense Artillery Specialist 4, Anthony Gale Best, died today. Yay! The cheers are still going on. What did he do? Let's see. Graduated high school. Yay! He had the hottest high
You
school.
want your legacy to go on, is what you're saying.
I don't want to say, and he completely screwed up and wiped out his. In fact, we just watched his family lineage go from deceased to now petrified. I would like my little
Hey, if you guys would like
Right
to
to
help
carry
my
on.
brother right here, you know where to reach out, man. God bless you.
God bless you. God bless America. You know what, kids? You're young enough. Talk to your parents. Join the military. And don't just join and say, give me a job. Think, what do you like to do? What do I like to see? Land, sea, or air? And hey, guess this what? I thought they were the lifeguards. The Coast Guard is a branch of service. I'm glad I didn't know that then, but I learned how to surf by now. Now, we have 5 branches of service. The military is always a good choice.
That's right.
Okay? It's always a good choice.
That's right.
I learned not only discipline, to expound my humor. Basically, the military, it takes me just a bumpy lump of clay, gives it a good basic shape, and makes sure that it operates correctly. And they never told me, hey, look in the mirror. It's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. I can't, we can't. But that rough mold of that soldier is up to that individual. They're in the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Army. You know what I mean? I want to say this to you. The only good Marine is a submarine.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank
Good night,
you. It's all
America.
love.